What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Sircasm back again with another video. Hope you are all doing great today. We are celebrating something very, very special to me, something special maybe to you guys out there too. We've finally hit 200 subscribers on my channel. I wanted to take a second to thank each and every single one of you. This is an amazing thing to me. I never even thought I would get one subscriber. And here we are sitting at 200 and we're growing each day. That is awesome, and I am so thankful to every single one of you that continue to watch my content, give me those likes, and share my stuff so I get those subscriptions. That's just an amazing thing to me, and you guys are awesome. So, what we're doing today for our 200 sub special, you guys voted over on Twitter for me to shave my beard. This glorious beard that I know some of you have subbed because I have, and don't worry, it will grow back. But I'm a man of the people, I gotta follow through. Even though my wife is kind of against it. But, hey, you guys voted on it. I said I would do whatever you guys voted on. So we're following through with that today, so that you guys don't have to hear the electric razor while I'm doing that and everything. I'm going to be dubbing over with answering some questions from you guys. Let's jump into shaving this glorious beard that I don't want to get rid of. Been with me for 6, 7, maybe 8 months. But let's do it. Here we go. Alright, our first question comes from Steiger Munster X over on Twitter. She asks, favorite game or series, favorite movie, and also says, bye bye beard, you'll be back soon. My favorite game or series, it's gonna be between Kingdom Hearts or God of War. I would probably give the number 1 slot to God of War. I really have enjoyed that series since I was younger. When it first came out, I still like playing those games. Favorite movie, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to chalk it up to the Fast and the Furious series, just because I don't watch too many movies over, but I've seen that quite a few times. I've seen pretty much every single one of them multiple times. But yeah, I don't watch movies too many times over and over. And moving on to our next person, we have King Piggly over on Twitter, who asks, who is a better action star, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone? I'm gonna have to give it to Arnold. I love Terminator movies, and pretty much any action movie that I've seen him in, I've enjoyed. So I'll have to give it to him, although I do like Sylvester. He has some pretty good movies too. It is a tough choice, I will say that. Our next question comes from Chronic024. He asks, has anyone truly found out who let the dogs out? I don't think they really have figured out who let the dogs out. Our next few questions come from Selena_Mania. The first one is, what concerts/artists have you seen live? Now, we're gonna go back. My very first concert is not one that I am truly proud of, but I was kind of dragged there by a now ex-girlfriend, girlfriend at the time, and that was to a Jessica Simpson concert. Yeah, I know. But I've seen quite a few bands. Some honorable mentions, it's gonna be I believe it was That Sick that I saw with my good friend Will. If not, hopefully he corrects me on this down in the comment section, because I cannot remember exactly who it was. There was a bunch of other artists there that night. I've also seen Avenged Sevenfold. So those are some of the concerts and artists I've seen live. The next question is, what was the last photo you took? I'm going to go ahead and put it on screen real quick. And the next question is, if there was a movie about your life, who would you want to play you? Honestly, I don't think I have ever really given this a thought. You know, I'd want it to be a funny movie, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know, but let's go ahead with like someone like Jonah Hill. I don't know, it'd be pretty interesting. And our next slew of questions comes from Mama Bear TK, which is actually my sister. She asks, what was the last message you sent? But don't give an explanation. The last text message I actually sent, if we're counting just text messages, was okay. The next question is, what made you want to start YouTube? And what is your favorite thing about doing YouTube? So what made me personally want to start YouTube? I mean, there's always been like a enjoyment of recording things for me. I've always wanted to do something along those lines. It just so happened that gaming is a big passion of mine. So I finally just one day got the idea, hey, let's start recording my gameplay. I generally think I'm pretty decent at most games, but that was like the initial idea, and then following that really pushed me to start trying to build my channel up, is trying to help people. You know, I watch a lot of YouTube, I do a lot of research on a lot of things about YouTube, so I feel like in a way I can kind of give that information to those that might need it. That's actually why I did a few of those review your channel type things, and I'll probably do another one coming up soon, by the way. So subscribe and go on over to Twitter and follow me if you don't already, you know. But that was the main goal, is I just want to be able to make a community where everybody can kind of help everybody, you know, everybody kind of has a little bit of friendliness to them. I expect trolling because of gaming and everything, but that's the main idea. And my favorite thing about doing YouTube is interacting with everybody. You know, one of my favorite things is hearing that I made somebody laugh. That's just something that makes you feel good. Alright, let's head over to Facebook and pull a few questions from over there. So our first question comes from Jean Paul Wood, and I hope I pronounced your name right. I am pretty bad with names. He asked, what is your earliest gaming memory? Earliest gaming memory would have to be, I mean, there's a few of them out there that I can't remember, you know, what came first, what didn't. But it does come down to playing games with my dad. I remember it was either an NES or an SNES, playing Zelda. There was a few other games. He even wound up getting me like the game cartridge where you could put Game Boy games into, and I thought that was pretty cool. But we also had like an Atari. I also remember playing a Need for Speed game, one of the old ones, using cheat codes to make weird cars happen, like a UFO. Next question is, what was the first system or console you bought with your own money? And so the very first console that I bought with my own money, I've had consoles before then, had a PS4 before then, etc., etc. But the first console I bought with my own hard-earned money was an Xbox 360. And that was mostly just to play Halo. The next question is, if you could re-experience a game for the first time by having it wiped from your memory, what game would it be and why? I'm gonna have to go with, let's say, just right off the top of my head, the latest God of War game. It was pretty fun. You know, we could go back to like Kingdom Hearts, the very first one. Playing that for the first time again would be pretty cool without having, you know, that memory of what I'm supposed to do. But it's kind of hard to narrow that down, to be honest. And the next question is, if you got sucked into a video game world and had to spend the rest of your life there, what would you choose and why? I'm gonna have to go with the game that I've played the most in my life, and that's gonna be World of Warcraft. You know, I still even play it to this day. I'm really familiar with everything that goes on in the game, and it's something that I would be very familiar with. You know, the other side of it is, if you're thinking of it as the rest of my life and I got to choose this, it's gonna be that because you can do whatever you want to do. You can be a bad guy, you can be a good guy, you could learn magic, you can be a peasant that does nothing, you could be a bar owner if you're like talking about being an NPC or someone in the game itself. That would be the mentality there. And then the last question comes from Andrew Phillips, which is Ans-chan over on Twitter. Good friend of mine. He asks, will you do a mini setup tour? I'm gonna go ahead and put the video up here. Alright, got my keyboard, you know, my TV. This is how I have my lights set up. I also use a different light. I got my Yeti mic on a arm. Here is the computer that I built myself with a Stanley pop doll inside. You know, I got that shortly after he passed away. I'm just showing you the front of my computer because I thought it was pretty cool looking. And my Corsair headset. That's my setup. Alright, so we have finished shaving. I'm gonna wrap up this Q&A and shave right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, this was voted over there on Twitter by my Twitter fam, as I like to call them. You know, I'm not trying to be unique with that or anything. It's just call them. But if you guys enjoyed it, let me know down below in the comments section. Give me that thumbs up, and if you are new here and this is the very first video you are seeing on my channel, go ahead and click on that subscribe button for me. We will be resuming the gaming videos on Wednesday. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.